Are you a baller? Are you a shot caller? It's March Madness, doing big things, getting stuff done. We are balling. We are shot calling. We are slam dunking the competition. We're doing big things. We're getting stuff done. It is Big Data Monday. It is Monday, March 2nd. So welcome to March Madness. My name is Chris Igoe Home Group, powered by Remax Direct, and welcome to Real Life, Real Calls, Real Estate. Welcome to the Real Estate Cold Calls room on Facebook. And today we are going to go out there. We are going to do what we do every day, which is the first pass of the daily expireds, canceleds, and FSBOs. I called that the triple-headed monster of leads. We hit them on a daily basis. Now, last week I was a little bit off. You might be able to tell my voice is not 100%, but that's okay. It's back. But at the end of last week, I was a little bit fried and kind of lost my voice. So I've got some coffee. I've got some fizzy water. I've got some data. We're ready to do big things, rock and roll. And thank you for watching. My intent, pro tip, chew ice while you're trying to talk to people. Pro tip, where was I going with this? Mindset, right? So yes, my voice is a little bit shot. Yes, I was a little bit sick, but I'm back better than ever. It is the beginning of the month. So today there's a ton of data. On the first of every month, that's when a lot of the expireds expire. So typically you've got a lot more data to call. That is true for today and over the course of the weekend. So we're going to crank through that data right now. There were roughly 60 new records to call. Of that, I'm going to filter out some of them. They're in price points that I don't want to talk to. So I'm going to call 28 records right now. It just turned 8 o'clock. It's the witching hour. So now we've got the green light to call, which means so does everybody else. And that's okay. I want to be one of the first to connect in the morning. I need something to write with. Because that gives you a bit of a strategic advantage. If you're one of the first people to call, they are less likely to be fried and beat up. But what's up, Beth? We're doing big things. It's also nice to have most of the week already scheduled with appointments, like we do, going into this Big Data Monday. So let's go. 28 records to call. As always, I'm using Vulcan 7 data. I'm importing that into the Mojo Dialer. I do that because the Mojo Dialer has a triple line dialer function, which allows me to crank through a list fairly quickly. And in today's case, with 38 records to call or 28 records to call, March Madness, it just makes it easier, right? As always, we are constantly helping buyers from around the country and around the world buy homes here in South Florida. So if you or anyone you know is even thinking about moving to South Florida, yourself, your family, your friends, your frenemies, your clients, whatever that might be, if they're looking to move to South Florida, we are constantly helping buyers buy homes here in South Florida. We'd love to help. So again, we service all of South Florida from Jupiter down to Miami, everything in between, Boca, Delray, Lake Worth, Coral Springs, Parkland, all of Dade, all of Broward, all of Palm Beach, all of Jupiter. And we would love to help your clients get exactly what they want. Also get them the best deal possible. We really specialize in making sure they get the best terms possible. And we'll pay you a FAT referral if that's applicable. So let's go out there. March Madness, slam dunk the competition. Let's go. And hopefully I didn't break anything behind me. Woo. If I would have broke that Pearl Jam poster, I would have been very upset. All right, here we go. Okay. Sometimes I don't realize my own strength. Here we go. What's up, Matt Rogers? Alrighty then. Okay.
You are now logged into the Mojo Dialer.
So we're mentally sharp, we're focused, we've got a fiduciary responsibility to connect with these home sellers whose agent has failed them, and we're going to go out there and solve the problem for them. Find the one buyer on planet Earth willing to pay more than anybody else. Let's go.
Been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
All right. Actually, I had some agents reach out last week.
Verizon's voice messaging service. To leave a message, please
I
re-enter.
will not do that. And so thank you for reaching out. I'm glad to see that if I miss a day, that it's noticed. And I did miss 2 days last week. All righty, let's see. Okay, so we're cranking through the list. 30 records to call. The cool thing about Vulcan 7 data is they typically give you 3 to 5 numbers for each record, which means there's some bad numbers, there's some good numbers. You got to crank through the list and narrow that down. Refine the quality of the data.
Forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 9546.
And I noticed there's a lead in here that I have called for the last year, and she continues to expire unsold. So I'm hoping that she'll pick up and remember me. That should be an interesting conversation. Ah, here she is. Come on, Kathy, baby, pick up. Let's go. Hello.
Please leave your message for 54045.
Ah, so this list of expireds, a lot of these names sound familiar. Because about 6 months ago, they had expired also. Oh, stretch. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. I noticed your property listing had expired in the MLS. I was curious, how on earth did the property not sell? Well, so she hung up. I'm calling her right back. This is my girl, Kathy B. Hello, it's...
Please leave your message for 954993327.
I won't be leaving a message, but you will be getting a text. That I can promise you. So for those of you out there who are Mastery alumni, hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. I noticed your property listing had expired in the MLS. I was curious, how on earth did the property not sell?
We're under contract. Thank you.
Oh, that's outstanding. Congratulations. Well, just so you know, it looks like it left the market unsold. While you were on the market, did you have any offers?
We had plenty. Thank you.
You did? Okay. And did you they weren't high enough for you?
They weren't what we were looking for.
I totally, that's frustrating. Let me ask you this. If you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with me, 2 things would happen. 1, your home would sell. 2, you'd end up with significantly more money, bottom line, than you could get any other way. Now, I know that's a big promise, but would you at least want to hear more about it? Be honest.
No, I don't. We have a contract, and right now I need to get to work.
All right. Hey, would it offend you if I texted you my contact information so that you have it? If there's anything in the world that we can do to help, we would love to.
Okay, great. Thank you.
No problem. Hey, what's your best email address?
Carlin.
Yeah. Carlin's at what? Outstanding. All right. I appreciate it. Have a fantastic day. And if there's anything we can do to help, and let me ask you this. Do you know anybody else out there thinking about buying or selling real estate that we might be able to help?
That I know of.
All right. Well, if anybody comes top of mind, you know where to find me. You'll have all my contact information. Have a great day.
You too.
Okay. All right. So she has a contract. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. But I asked for her email address. Now I have it. I've got her cell phone number. Great. Somebody to add to the top of the sales funnel. Now, because Beth and I are experts now with our CRM, we will never lose touch with that person again because we're not sloppy with our data.
This is Dale. Please leave a message at the tone.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or
You almost
press
got me
1
on
for
that
more
one.
options.
Hey, Dale, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I'm giving you a call. I noticed your property listing had expired in the MLS. I was curious how on earth the property did not sell. We specialize just like yours in Coral Ridge Galt. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging one a day. We've got active shoppers looking for properties similar to yours in Fort Lauderdale. I would love an opportunity to bend your ear in relation to actually getting it sold. If you would, please give me a call back. My direct number is 561-516-2442. Again, 561-516-2442. Thank you. All right. So we're cranking through the list. It's 8:10. We are in this sweet spot, so you can only start calling at 8. There are others who will start earlier than that. I, of course, would never advise you to do that. However, in the event that you do, these people are probably getting beat up, right? So you want to be one of the first to connect with them. Hello. Hey, it's Chris Igoe with Remax. And I record my calls for training purposes. I noticed your property listing had expired in the MLS. I was curious, how on earth did the property not sell? All right. She hung up. Let's call her right back. You hang up on me, I call you right back. You hang up on me, I call you right back. Bum, 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 bum.
Hello?
Hey, it's Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. I noticed your property listing had expired in the MLS. I was curious, how on earth did the property not sell?
What?
Yeah, are you the owner of Birch State Parkway? Is that you?
What?
Are you the owner of Birch State Parkway? Is that you?
No, that's not me.
I have the wrong number then. Sorry about that. Real quick question in closing. Do you happen to know anybody else out there thinking about buying or selling real estate that I might be able to help? Be honest. She hung up. All right. So we crank through the list. We commit to the process. We detach from the outcome, and we crank through the list. So, hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. I noticed your property listing had expired in the MLS. I was curious, how on earth did the property not sell? He hangs up, I call back. He hangs up, I call back. So when they hang up, I call them immediately back. Is it effective? Sometimes. Okay. So sometimes Mojo gets a little bit glitchy and just stops working, which is what just happened there. So let's let's log in again and start over. Today is 3/2/20. All right. Let's start where we left off from. Okay, we are down to 14 records to call. And we are just cranking through the list. One thing that I am noticing.
Phone. Please enter your PIN number. Your PIN number can be found in the dialing box. You are now logged into the Mojo Dollar. Please press the button on your screen.
My voice is incredibly strained. So I thought I had hacked this thing or beat my voice problems, but it's it does not feel right. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. I noticed your property listing had expired in the MLS. I was curious, how on earth did the property not sell?
My house is not for sale. I'm sorry, you have the wrong number.
Oh my goodness, I got the wrong number. Sorry about that. I'll take you right off the list. I'm sure you're getting a lot of phone calls. Real quick question. Are you thinking about moving ever? All right. So are you thinking about moving ever? Then do you happen to know anybody thinking of buying or selling that I might be able to help? But in the interim, I need to get myself to, I'm not sure if it's an allergist or a doctor, but I got to do something about my throat. I keep losing my voice. Like right now, it's about 10 octaves deeper than it normally is, which means it's about an hour of talking away from not having a voice, which is not great when you're trying to prospect on the phone. All right, let's go. All righty. So now we're getting to the fun part, or at least I think we're close to the fun part of the list, which is the FSBOs, because they typically answer the phone and are a little bit more receptive. Hello.
Please leave your message for
David.
I will leave no messages. Thank you very much. Cranking through the list. YouTube people. Got 4 people watching live. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We got 3 people on Facebook.
voice message system 5615.
Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. Hopefully you are finding the content valuable. Although right now we got a big fat goose egg to show for it. That is okay. We are still committed to the process. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Yes.
Outstanding. I love it. How much are you asking for the home?
It's $799.9.
$7,999. I love it. Okay. And how many bedrooms? How many baths?
It's all on the Zillow ad.
Yeah, no, I see it on Zillow. You're right. But I also see it on Trulia and Hubzu, and there's different data. So I'm obviously not trying to harass you. I just don't know what the answer is.
There's 5 bedrooms and 4.5 baths.
5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, outstanding. And any upgrades or improvements to the property?
Well, yeah, the bathrooms have all been, I mean, the pictures are there.
Yeah, no, it looks great. I was just curious if there was anything that the eye couldn't see that maybe you had done.
No, everything's there.
Okay, sweet.
It's
Well,
all with that.
yeah, no,
If you read it, it'll tell you.
it looks fantastic. So let me ask you something. Are you trying to sell the house by not having it on the market with a real estate professional? Is it because you're trying to save some money on commissions?
Not necessarily.
Okay, well, I totally respect that. A lot of times it comes down to a commission. What would be necessarily the reason?
Just wanted to feel it out in the market, see how it could go.
Sure.
I think that I could sell it by myself and offer 3% commission to anybody who brings a buyer.
I love it.
It's not that I'm not paying a commission.
Yeah. Got it. All right. So let me ask you this. If you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with me, 2 things would happen. 1, your home would sell. 2, you'd end up with significantly more money, bottom line, than you could get any other way, with or without an agent. Now, I know that's a big promise, but would you at least want to hear more about it? Be honest.
No, I really didn't. Not this time.
Okay. That's all right. Listen, I respect that. Would it offend you if I texted you my contact information so that you have it this way when I call back? Okay.
You can text it.
Fantastic. And what's your best email address?
Have a good day.
What's your best email address? Ooh, let's call her right back. What's up, Miles? All right. So I'm going to print this one. I'm going to call her right back. But I don't want to lose this lead. All right, so print that, call her back. She's going to test the market. What up, Nate? Hello, this
Leave
is...
your message or
Hey, Tom, it's Chris Igoe with Remax.
message is too short. Record your message after the tone. Simply hang up when done. Or for delivery options, press the pound sign.
Hey, Tom, it's Chris Igoe with Remax. I'm giving you a call.
Message is too short.
Sweet mother
Record
of
your
God.
message after the tone.
All right, we're moving on to the next one.
Your
We're not
calling
leaving a
session
message.
is now complete.
What has happened?
All records have been called based on your call settings and its
Oh, man, we had a live one here. Let's call her back manually, see what's up.
Hello.
Hey, it's Chris Igoe again. You hung up on me real quick. But no problem. Hey, just real quick in closing, just so you know, I'm with Remax. We've got 6 offices down here in South Florida. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. And because we're working with so many buyers in your area, we've got active shoppers looking for properties similar to yours. What I'd like to do, if it meets with your approval, I'd like to lay eyes on the property and see if it's something we believe we can get you multiple offers on and sell fast. Does that sound fair?
Not at this time. You can call me in a couple of weeks and I'll give you an update.
Oh, I appreciate that. Hey, what's your best email address?
Broward,
Mm-hmm.
as in the county, Broward Investors.
Yeah. Gmail, outstanding. All right. And are you doing any open houses or anything like that? Okay. Do you live in the property?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, one of the things that we like to offer FSBOs like you is we offer what's called the mega open house strategy. What that is, I create win-wins, right? So it's no obligation to you, but what we would do is we'd go out there, we'd market, advertise your property, bring buyers to your home. The buyers that are interested in your property, those are yours. We're not going to ask for a commission on that. Anybody who's not interested in your home, which will be most of them, we would want the right to be able to work with them and help them buy homes. Is that something you might be interested in considering?
Maybe down the line.
Okay, fantastic. And how long do you think you're going to wait before you start to evaluate other options?
Maybe about 4 to 6 weeks, somewhere around there.
Okay, sounds good. And when this sells, where are you going next?
I have no clue.
Are you going to stay
That's
local?
Actually, I'm not even sure about that. There's a good chance I'll buy something smaller locally, and then I don't know.
Okay. I respect that. Okay, so I'm going to text you my contact information. I will email you. I'm going to do a property analysis just so we're both on the same page as it relates to price, and then I'll just follow up. Sound good?
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
All right, have a great day. Bye.
You too. Bye.
All righty then. That is it for now. I've got her contact information. She has made the follow-up list, which Beth, we are going to be very diligent in following up on. And that's it. So go out there, win the day, win the week, win the year, add people to the top of your sales funnel. You pour them in, it spits out a commission check. Be very dialed in. So this is what I was talking about before. If you are a Mastery alumni member, I would encourage you to go back through the program. I just did this starting a couple days ago, and it's been a while since I've gone through the content, but it's like a complete game changer. And I say that every time I go through the program, but there's so much stuff that I forgot about. There's so many things I haven't implemented, and there's a lot of new stuff that that could be implemented to level up. So refine your systems, refine your processes. And I think I got away from that. I got away from that. And so it's always good to give yourself a refresher. So if you haven't done that recently, put it on your things to do list, because it's helped me out tremendously. So that's it. Go out there, get some. If there's anything I can do to help, you know where to find me. And if you or anyone you know is even thinking about moving to South Florida, we are constantly helping buyers from around the country and around the world buy homes here in South Florida. We will get them exactly what they want. We will get them the best terms possible. We will pay you a FAT commission referral if that's applicable, and everybody will love it. So go out there, get some. Anything I can do to help, you know where to find me.